All praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. This is going to be a lesson on why several women, man, more so than men, are going to be easily influenced into taking the charagma, right? And I want to speak about how women are way more reliant on the community, way more reliant on this society in order to allow them to be the way how they are right now on this earth, right? This society, right, has oppressed men. This society that we're living in right now actually oppresses and tries to encage and entrap a man's actual spirit of how he can be. Whereas this world is trying to free women, because it's entrapping how men naturally are. In it doing that, it's trying to free up and women and allow women to do things what they're not even naturally supposed to be like, man. And the proof that women are not supposed to be like that is this is a society where women are the most free that they've ever been, and yet they're still crying. They're still crying. They're still complaining, right? They're still getting all these bogged out cosmetic surgery. They still don't like what they look like in the mirror, and they're still blaming it on men that gave them the freedom that they've got to even be doing all the things that they're doing in the first place, and they're still asking for more, right? While not showing any proof that the things that they've already been allowed to do has made them become any better people, right? And they're still bogged out. They're still crying in front of the camera while doing their makeup. They still can't get a man. They still hate their children. They're still lost. They're still bogged out, man. Right? They're still through. Despite all of the freedoms, despite all the freedom they're given, they're still bogged out. Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9, rise up, you women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Right? So all this community reliance that women have on these communities, right, and on these societies where they have to have their little friendship group and all of that, right? Men are more than happy to dwell by themselves, man. Women can't do that. Women are so desperate to be around people that women, more so than anyone else in this world, will have friend groups that they don't even like, that all the friends, women in the group don't even like each other, right? All the women in the group don't like each other. They can't stand each other. Yet rather than be alone and be by themselves, they'll all have friends that they don't like. Women are so desperate to be and are so lonely, so scared of being alone by themselves, right? That they'll have male friends that they don't like. They don't like them physically. They don't like them in general, right? But they'll have a male friend that they use for attention or whatever, because rather than be alone, right? Women will have dogs and pets that the pet can't stand them, right? Rather than be alone, man, just in their house by himself, because they need the community, man. They need that community to help them, right? And as much as they complain about men, men have gave them the freedom to say that they don't need men. Verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the present field, for the fruitful vine. Women are going to be, when this society crumbles, women are going to be the main ones rushing to find out the quickest route back to a community. They're not going to be able to handle going it their own way. They're not going to be able to handle going it alone, right? Whereas a man by himself is going to be in a better situation than a woman by herself, right? If a woman's traveling by herself and she stumbles upon a man, right, she's going to be strengthened by that. Whereas the man will actually be weakened because the woman's going to become a burden. Women are actually a burden on a man in general, right? Women are actually, when you really deep it and think about it, man, a woman's actually a burden on a man. Whereas a man is a savior to a woman. Women can say whatever they want to say about how men are this and men are that. But if men are so bad, why do so many of you women have men in the friend zone that you've just got there? Why don't you release them and just let them go wherever they need to go, man? Why? Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than a golden wedge of Ophir. Right? A man's going to become way more precious than gold in the time to come. If a woman was to find 5,000 gold coins when all hell breaks loose, she'd be like, nah, forget that. I'd rather find a man, because them gold coins ain't going to be able to do nothing for her. If she tries to trade them gold coins in for something and she ain't got no man around, any person that she tries to trade those gold coins in with, they could just rob her. Another woman could rob her, because women can't even really defend themselves against other women, man. If you even watch these arrest videos, when these women try and arrest other women, they can barely even manage to do it, man. Never mind when they're trying to arrest men. They can't do it. They can't pull off the arrest. They end up needing a civilian to come and help them with other women. And then they damn sure end up needing another civilian when it's a man. And male civilian, by the way. Yet for all of this, women are still proud. It's ridiculous how proud women are when everything that they do right now on this earth, right? All the things that they do, all the freedoms that they've got on this earth, man, have been given to them by men. The reason why they feel safe in this, they'll say the reason why we feel scared is because of men. And fair enough, you can say that there is some men that cause women to feel fear, right? But the reason why they feel safe is also because of men too. That's also because of men, right? And the Israelite woman is going to be the main one that's going to be catching a bad one, man, out here. She's going to catch a extreme bad one, man. Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16, moreover, Yahweh saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. When all hell breaks loose, a person that I just read about right there, you won't want nobody like that around you. You won't want no loud-mouthed woman, man, that's got gallivanting eyes, walking at what her eyes, watching this person, man. When a man's walking on the street with a woman in the first place, anyway, if he's wise, he should be watching that woman and seeing if her eyes just watching, gallivanting up her eyes in every next man's face, man. Because that's the thing that women love to do. Women love to do that shit, man. They love to be looking all up in the next man's face, gallivanting their eyes. If a man takes them, if their man takes them to somewhere, right? A lot of women don't have no problem whatsoever watching all the next people in the vicinity, man, to try and see if there's something that they could try and level up towards. A lot of women in this world are like that. They're demons, man. And people take it as though, oh, how are you going to say that? Because it's true. Right? This world has produced a corrupt society, man. It's corrupt, this place. Verse 17, therefore the Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh will discover their secret parts. In that day, Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their cords and their round ties like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings. And these are all pretty much women's body armor that make men simp. These are all the things that women have on them that make men think that women are more than they are. Every single woman in this world that you think is attractive, right? She's not as attractive as you think she is in this world, because the majority of their attractiveness is created by makeup, is created by artwork that they have crafted over decades of their life, from when they was a teenager up till now, perfecting how to draw a face on top of their face. Now, that might sound like, oh, we're making, no, that's real. That is exactly what women do when they put makeup on there. They're making it up as they go along, mate. Right now, this ain't me just like, I ain't got a problem with women wearing makeup if they want to wear it, man. But it's a thing that has caused for them to be way more proud in this world because of that. And it's not a new thing. It's been around for a long time where women have been using things. It's in the scriptures, all these things that women have used. It's in here. I'm reading it right now. The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen, the hoods and the veils, right? So when all of these things get taken away from these women, right, And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, which this has really already happened to the Israelite woman, right? But she's able to mask some of it with some of these things. But her actual high level that she's supposed to have of attractiveness has been taken away from her. So the level that she's even able to falsify with makeup is not even close to the level that she's supposed to be able to reach with such things. She's supposed to be significantly more attractive than she is now. And an example of that is when you read about Judith in the Bible, right? Judith was an extremely beautiful woman, man, when you read about her. But the women of Israel now, and people can say I'm a coon or whatever they want to say because of this, what I'm going to say, but it's facts, bro. The Israelite woman right now, the so-called black woman right now, the majority of them are not attractive, man. They're not, bro. When you're walking through the street and you see one of them, they're not attractive. They're really not. Some of them are looking like Lennox Lewis out here, bro. And I'm not trying to be funny when I'm saying that. They're not attractive. And then at the same time as them not being attractive, they got the nerve to try and look at us like we ain't attractive. but some of them look like us. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean that too. And if it hurts anyone's feelings, so be it, man. Because the Israelite woman has never had a problem bunning out the Israelite man. And now it's her turn to be bun out, man. And it's going to even get worse. Like all this fake humility that the Israelite woman's showing, where she's got a camera on and she's recording it and she's planning what she's going to say, that's not even close to the level of humility that the Israelite woman's going to have to express in order for her to be believed that she's actually repentant of how she treated the Israelite man. It's like this how it's going to be. Verse 25, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, boldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girdle of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. And that's what shows already the defeated and destroyed state that the Israelite woman's beauty has been dragged down to, that we see right now, to where most of them cannot grow long hair, right? Most of them are going to have a weave or some other sewn in thing on their head, right? That's their head top's going to be yam out. Facts, right? Now, people, it hurts. I know it hurts their feelings to say this, right? But they don't think about a man's feelings that where they're talking about how a man needs to be this height requirement and all that, and that height requirement, right? And I've never personally been called short in my life to what I can think of, but I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about men that and I'm not 6 foot neither. But I'm talking about like that this thing gets said to men, and women don't think about their feelings when they're saying these things. Women don't think about men's feelings when they want to call them broke neither. But then call these women fat because they weigh the same amount as Deontay Wilder at 5'3", right? And Deontay Wilder's 6'7" and a heavyweight boxer, and they'll be like, "Oh, nah, I ain't fat. I'm thick-boned. I'm not fat. I'm big-boned." They'll have an excuse all the time, you know. Verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword and thy might in the war. So all the men that are pumping up the Israelite woman's that ego right now, the day is going to come where they're going to be destroyed, man. And it's only going to be men that don't want you, of the elect to the nation of Israel, or men of the earth that are so bugged out and also onto the fact that women are wicked, but they don't want none of you women like you. And they're against you, and they've got an evil eye towards you. So you're going to find yourself without any allies, man. Because the men that are going to be winning in that time, which is the men of the elect to the nation of Israel, they're not going to want you. And all the other men that are going to be around are going to use you for what they want you for. You're not going to be able to get them to simp. They're going to be coming to you on their terms. And the terms are going to be whatever they want to do, you're going to be at their will. So picture whatever that, make that think whatever you think it means, man. You know? Verse 25, thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war, and thy gates shall lament and mourn. And she, being desolate, shall sit upon the ground. Now, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our approach. But these women ain't going to be able to try and come with no ego. And how are we going to know that they ain't going to be able to come with no ego? Because it's going to come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, they're gonna be a stink. So the women that are gonna be coming saying we're gonna eat our own bread, our own way, our own apparel, they ain't gonna smell the best. They ain't gonna smell the kind of smell that women smell like now. They're still gonna smell better than what a man of that time is gonna smell like, right? But it's not gonna smell like how a woman smells good now, though. They're not gonna be smelling the best, man. They're gonna be humbled because they're gonna know that the way that they can clean themselves at the particular time is gonna be torn down, man. It's gonna be different in that time, right? Instead, and they're gonna be bold, which they're bold now, a lot of them. But it's gonna be like their ego is gonna be crushed, man. They're gonna have a crushed ego. All the pride that they had is gonna be destroyed. The whole community that this community spirit that they've had now that allows them to be pumped up. They have their little friends group and all that they run to and all that to gossip about people and to chat smack and to share ideas on how to be demons with each other, to share ideas on how they try and manipulate their men, right? All of that's gonna get crushed too, man. How they try and be going back and forth with each other and comparing each other's lives. All that's going to be dragged down, man. All the little secret groups that they have talking that you hear about, where you see all these things that this woman, this one YouTube woman, Queen of Accountability, that she's on all these underground hidden groups that all these so-called black women have got, where they're just bunning out men on them, man. Bunning out men, conspiring against men, gossiping about men, tale-bearing about men, spreading rumors and lies about men, saying that men are this, saying that men are that. All that's going to be dragged down, man. That's not going to exist. And in that time, all these women that have been having these dirty ways, right? They're not going to be able to find themselves an ally. That whole community that allowed this stuff to be run and allowed this world to be like this, that's going to be gone from the earth. And the women are going to be left with themselves and who they really are, which is something that's not a very nice person, man. And men in that time that might also not be that very nice of a person too, right? They're going to still be able to handle that time better than women are. Men don't need that much. Men don't need much to be content, man. Women are the ones that need much. You got women that are complaining about men taking on dates to Cheesecake Factory and all that. But you've got men out there that they just want a woman that's not a demon. You know what I mean? That's attractive enough for them to date and not a demon. Men don't need much, It's women that are mainly the ones that are complaining about how the world is oppressing them so much, and it gives them way more than it gives anyone else right now. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to do a quick video on that, man, because this whole society that's pumped up women and allowed them to get away with so much madness, the time's gonna come where it's not gonna exist anymore, man, and then women are gonna have to stand on who they really are, man, which and be able to, they're gonna see if they get the chance to do the things that they're doing now when they have to make themselves be able to do it, man. They're gonna see we're gonna see. Like everyone on this earth's gonna get their chance, man. You've got all these people that have got their own philosophy and their way. You got red pillars, you got the truthers, you got post-apocalyptic wannabe post-apocalyptic warlords and all that. You got rioters, football hooligans, all these kind of people. You got all the different religions of the earth. Well, the time's gonna come where everyone on the earth is gonna get their chance to see which way it is that's telling the truth, man. Which way, whose way? Is it your way? Is it our way? Is the Bible the real book? Is it Hare Krishna? Is it the Quran? Is it the Christianity doctrine of the Bible? Is it the Hebrew Israelite doctrine of the Bible? Is it the Jehovah's Witnesses version? Or is it Pentecostals? Is it whichever version? Or which version's telling the truth? Or how many versions here? Or the Bible's been changed? Or the Quran's been changed? We're going to get to see which one's telling the truth, man. We're all going to get to find out who's telling the truth. Has the Bible been changed, but then it's got things that people should be reading from? We're going to get to see, man. And I believe it's going to show that the Bible is telling the truth. 2 Peter chapter 15 and verse 14, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Everyone's going to get the chance to see what's really going on, man. Everyone. We're all going to get the chance. Women are going to get the chance to see if they're really stronger than men. They're going to get the chance to see if they can overcome things, If their strong feminine powers is really going to activate the world and bring us out of the darkness into the marvelous light. We're all going to get the chance to see, man. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Everyone's going to get their chance, man. There's going to be sedition among men, and the course of their actions are going to stand in their power. So if a woman is so powerful, yeah, well then her feminine ways and her feminine life that she expects to activate, right, where she wants to question why men should be able to have multiple wives, right? What if we want to have multiple husbands? Well, in that time, yeah, when you can make things stand in the course of your own power, you see if you can have multiple husbands in that time, right? Since that's a thing that you desire, or you may not desire having multiple husbands, when all hell breaks loose and people can try and mold them, carve themselves out for a short time, a little portion what they think the world's supposed to be like, according to the power of what they can make themselves be able to do. All you men that want to have multiple husbands, do it then during that time, right? During that time when you can do that, see if you can pull it off, right? All of you women out there that think that and think that men should bow down, women rule, men drool and all that. Do it in that time. Do it. Pull it off. Do it, man. We're gonna be able to see, ain't we? Right? We're gonna be able to see in that time if that's really what's gonna happen. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. In fact, verse 18, for because of their pride, this city shall be destroyed. Women are the main ones that have got pride, man. In fact, women are the main ones that at the actual event that they call pride. You'll see them there. Love it. They love it, mate. Gallivanting at themselves. They love being proud, man. Women are the most proud people on the earth. Yet they call men narcissists. But which one is the real narcissist? A person that accepts the eyebrows that they was born with, or a person that cuts their eyebrows off and draws some new ones on? Which one's more of a narcissist? The one that keeps the eyebrows that they was born with, or the ones that just have the eyebrows or shaves the ones off and draws more on? Which one's more of a narcissist? A person that just accepts their body as it is, or a person that gets their fat stomach drained out and gets it pumped into their glutes and calls it an ass now? So now their stomach is now their batty. Which one? You know what I mean? Like, it's even mad, it's even laughable to speak that out loud. But these are things that women do, and it's normal. They've made it normal. You understand? Which one's more normal? Which one's more of a narcissist, man? Men that accept they've gone bold and just decide, you know what? I'm bold, yeah? My hair don't grow no more, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to shave it all off with a trimmer down to the lowest grade possible to where I can make it be looking like it's somewhat all on the same level as low. I might have to cut it more than once every week or once a week to keep it low, but I'm accepting that I'm bold. Or women that don't want to accept that they've lost their hair, right, and have hairstyles that match their hair length, and they want to fake like they got long hair by putting weave in their hair. And when a hair shop goes bankrupt, they gather around the hair like crows are gonna gather around the battle of Yahweh Shaphat. Which one's more the narcissist, man? You tell me. You tell me, bruh. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. When a man's hungry, right, you could bring a woman that's a 10 out of 10 around him and make him be so hungry that he has not ate for days. He is not going to give two shits about that woman being in his vicinity. He's going to want food, man. And if he had to bust that woman upside the head to get the food, my bet would be that he would do that. He wouldn't give two shits about that woman. When a man's hungry, a woman being beautiful don't mean shit. He's thinking about his belly in that time, man. So attraction of women, when all hell breaks loose, is going to go down because food's not going to be there. People are thinking about conserving energy when things get hit, when shit hits the fire. They're not thinking about gallivanting and pleasing up women in that time. They're thinking about their belly, man. Even when the lockdowns came, men wasn't all up in women that much like that. There wasn't. Women's ranking went down during that time, man. And that's why a lot of them was bugging out during that time, because they couldn't get nowhere near as much attention as they used to be able to get. They couldn't go to the clubs. All the things that a lot of the things that women was enjoying in that time were cast down, man, because women, this world, and the apostles go into that, especially Apostle Gabar, he goes into that a lot, that these cities were made for women, man. These cities and the way how the things set up is really for women, and that's a fact. This world's really set up for their mind and their ego, man, and how they want things to be. Because if it wasn't, men would be happy down here, but men are miserable down here. Especially men of the elect to the nation of Israel, which is the reason why we don't really like going around. Which I ain't saying I'm the elect, but I'm trying to like where people that think like how the elect would be like, right? And men that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahshai don't even really like being around too many people all the time, man. They don't like to be around too many of these people, because we know that there's something in these people that's corrupting them, man. That's ultimately trying to lead us astray, that to make us not believe in Yahweh anymore. Everything's a snare, man. Verse 19 again, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And that's what's going to happen, man. And women, I just wanted to do this video. Women are going to find themselves suffering in that time way more than men. Way more, man. And I'm going to end the lesson there. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Israel of God. Shalom to the elect to the nation of Israel. Shalom.